Hi, it's Pastor Jen, and I'm coming before you in this video today to talk to you about Holy Communion and how you might wish to prepare for this coming Sunday as we begin this Sunday and then every Sunday following to receive the sacrament through our Zoom worship. Now, this is an extraordinary time that we're living in. You already know this. We live differently, we work differently, and we worship differently. And it's now about 7 or 8 weeks since we began our online worship, and during this time, I have been prayerfully listening to the advice of our bishop and our presiding bishop of the Lutheran Church, as well as to you. One of the things that I've been paying attention to is what would it mean to continue to fast from the sacrament of Holy Communion? A couple of things came up last week which made me realize that I believe it is indeed time for us to share the sacrament with our online worship community. One thing is that I've heard from people that you're hungry for the sacrament, that indeed we're able to worship together, but when we can't partake of the bread and the wine that is Jesus, it feels like something may be missing for you. The second is news that it's pretty clear that we will not be gathering in person for a long while yet, and that even when we gather in person, we may not be able to receive Holy Communion, because if we are wearing masks in order to take them off to consume the elements, we risk infecting our hands, and then having to put the masks back on again would contaminate ourselves. And so for those two reasons in particular, I let our bishop know that beginning this week, we will offer the sacrament of Holy Communion. But there is some need for all of us to prepare for this. All of us are invited to have a table where you are watching worship and participating in worship, and to prepare it with elements from your home. So this could be a piece of bread or a cracker. If you need gluten-free, a gluten-free cracker is fine. Right now, I have a cracker that I will be using on Sunday. Also then, you should have a cup with either wine or grape juice or water. I don't have wine at home, so I have a cup of water that I will be using. During this time, we take the sacrament from Jesus, who shared with his disciples Holy Communion using the basic foodstuffs that they had already at their disposal. So I invite you to keep it simple. A cracker, a piece of bread, wine, grape juice, or water. During the time of Holy Communion, I will say the familiar words which are called the words of institution, and they begin on the night in which he was betrayed. And I will invite you to receive. What Martin Luther said, the most important words as we distribute the sacrament of Holy Communion is that this is for you. You will hear from me that the sacrament is for you. And so if you are at home, you will see me extend the sacrament to you before you will consume it at your house. If you were with other people at your household, you can share the sacrament with each other during this time. If you have any questions, please let me know. But once again, it's not meant to be fancy. It's meant to be a means by which God works through the ordinary elements of bread and wine, and together with the Word, we receive Jesus. We receive God's presence with us. My hope is that it will bring you deeper healing, bring you the words of forgiveness that you long to hear, and especially the love of God. Let us celebrate this feast together, beginning this Sunday.